What's the story, lads? Welcome back to GA Fan TV. And here we go, we're live. This is the Dublin versus Kerry live watch-along stream. This will certainly be a very interesting game nonetheless, I have to say, between Dublin and Kerry. A few comments coming in here already there. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I think from a Dublin point of view, like obviously with the league, it's certainly a matter of obviously testing a few different things out. You know, you've got Tom Lahiff obviously coming into the side there, playing in midfield. That'll be a very interesting one, I think, you know. I think Desi Farrell's definitely looking for a new kind of midfield partner or something to that effect, because certainly anyways, I think, you know, there's definitely a spot in there for that midfield, you know, especially with Michael Darragh-Macaulay not, of course, you know, of course, retiring and all that kind of stuff. So definitely an opportunity there. That's the scoreline, I think. I think Kerry 117, Dublin 212. You know, Dublin don't concede too many goals. You know, if you look back at the championship last year, we didn't concede a goal at all. You know, I definitely think that there's a possibility there that we might not concede as many goals as what Galway shipped last week. But certainly there is the possibility there with the likes of David Clifford and Paddy Clifford, and you know, that Kerry forward line like that it's a menacing forward line without doubt, and they could seriously cause that Dublin defence problems. I feel like going with 212 for Dublin, like it's, I don't know, is that me being a bit generous? Good to see Michael Fitzsimons come into the team. Probably the best defender in the country, in my opinion. And Sean McMahon, don't know a lot about him, to be perfectly honest with you, but I was impressed with him in the last game against Roscommon. Got Tom Lahiff there in the throw-in. David Moran in there as well. James McCarthy wins it. Dublin on the attack here early on. Interesting that Tom Lahiff was in that throw-in as well. You know, you can tell, like, Desi Farrell, like, whether he's watching this at home or he's on his holidays or whatever he's doing, you can tell he's putting Tom Lahiff in there. Here's Kieran Kilkenny. Oh, and Niall Scully. And look at the space that's opened up here. Is he going to go for goal? Oh, it's off the post there. Niall Scully played it across the face of goal. It was Conor O'Callaghan there at the far post. Why didn't he just put his foot through it? He should have just put his foot through it, put it in the back of the net, mate. You're looking at Jason Foley, Tyg Morley, Brian O'Buglock. You know, are these the lads? You know, are these the Tomas O'Shea type figures that are going to lead Kerry to an All-Ireland? I'm not so sure. Lovely play there from Kerry. That looks over the bar. Lovely point there. Sean O'Shea. Definitely exploiting Kerry there a few times defensively, but they haven't punished Kerry as of yet. So definitely seems like there's a lot of goal opportunities here for the Dubs, I think. Kerry, if they get another point here, that's a 3-point lead, and going around the outside there. There's David Clifford. Is he going to put it over the bar? He is. It's 4-1. Kerry lead by 3 points here. Oh, here's an opportunity. And Conor O'Callaghan. That's a brilliant goal there by Conor O'Callaghan and Dublin. Just like that. That's what Dublin can do. Like, they have that potential to literally cut you to shreds. It was Kieran Kilkenny. Overhand pass. Conor O'Callaghan creates the space. Jinks it around Kieran Fitzgibbon into the back of the net. 1-1 to 4 points. Look at that little bounce there as well. You know, that's very basketball-esque. The way he bounces on the ground, kind of gives him a bit of a shimmy and then blasts it into the back of the net. Beautiful, beautiful finish there by Conor O'Callaghan. And for all the work that Kerry done, leading by 4 points to 1, all of a sudden now, with that goal, Dublin right back in the game. So first water break here, 6 points to 1 to Kerry. 6 points to 1-1, I should say. It's an interesting game. I think there definitely is a bit of shadow boxing and whatnot going on there. But that's the score there so far. Dublin 1-1, Kerry 6 points. 19 minutes gone. Definitely been an intriguing game, you'd have to say, so far between the two teams. Don't think either side is really going at full pelt. I definitely think both sides are feeling each other out, trying to wait for the opportunities. Conor O'Callaghan shown is absolute class with that goal. There's definitely a lot of goal opportunities in this for Dublin, you know, but they need to, if goal opportunities present themselves, just take the opportunity, take the shot. You know, sometimes trying to be too cute, too clever. You know, you just need to, especially that opportunity in Noel Scully, like getting a goal early on, it just would have set the tempo, I think, you know. There's Dublin. I mean, that's too easy there. That's way too easy. And there's another goal from Dublin. It's Cormac Costello this time. 2-1 to 6 points. That's worrying a bit for Kerry, you'd have to say. I mean, Dublin are just working it way too easily there. They're not getting close enough. Again, it's down that left-hand side. Again, it's Kieran Kilkenny over the head of Paddy Clifford. Then it's into Paddy Small, works it into Cormac Costello, puts it in the back of the net. And that's the thing about Dublin. They always look for the right options. They always have their heads up. They always work as a team. They work as a unit. I think sometimes Dublin try to be too cute, too clever, but here's Kieran Kilkenny again. It's down that left-hand side. It's Tyg Morley who's struggling massively there. Brian O'Buglock as well. It's a great point there by Paddy Small, it must be said. Really, really well taken point there. 2-2 to 6 points. Kerry just need to keep the ball, just take this thing out of Dublin, because Dublin have a lot of momentum here. They've come out of the first water break with a lot of momentum. If Kerry aren't careful, like Dublin probably still haven't got going yet in terms of points. It's definitely interesting to see Kerry adopting this defensive setup. You know, that's a blanket defense if I've ever seen one. You can see them here breaking very, very fast. Darren Moynihan, I think it is there. Oh, he puts it in the back of the net. Something's after happening here. Did the referee call advantage? Is he calling a penalty? I'm not too sure what's after happening there. Was it too many steps? It's all kicking off now. Not too sure what's after happening there. Definitely the ball was in the back of the net there by Darren Moynihan. He's after calling the back for a free. That's a strange one now. I mean, yeah, that's an it. I mean, look, listen, I'm happy it's not a goal, but to be fair, like I don't know how the referee doesn't give that as a goal. It just doesn't really make sense there. You know, if it's too many steps, fair enough. Free the other way. For me there, like that's a goal. Like that, you know, should count. If that was the All-Ireland final, I would actually jump the fence and Kerry fans would pitch invade. Oh, here's a goal. Goal there by Con O'Callaghan. 3-6 to 9 points. Con O'Callaghan, you little beaut. Yeah, what a goal. What a well-taken goal. I looked away there for a minute. I looked back and it was literally in the back of the net. Con O'Callaghan, best forward in Ireland, will be as good as Peter Canavan. Yeah, you know, he's definitely got the potential, all right. You know, he's a really, really good top class forward. He's still young as well. Like, I think, what is he? Is he 20? He's 24 or 23. Because he made his debut in 2017, I think. Probably only a year or two older. A year or two older than David Clifford, I should say. So yeah, Dublin 3-6, Kerry 9 points. So definitely Dublin creating so many goal chances, and it's worrying signs there for Kerry. You know, in that defence, you know, it's been well documented at this point. Yeah, so that's the score there at the moment. But yeah, Dublin 3-6, Kerry 9 points at half time. We're just seeing some of the highlights here. There's the goal again from Darren Moynihan. Ronan Timoney says here, Kerry at times seem to have plenty of bodies back behind the ball, just for the sake of being behind the ball, not tracking runs or closing up gaps. Yeah, do you know, you've put that perfectly, mate. I think like they're set up defensively, but they're not. But it's not working, is it? You know, they've conceded 3-6. Like they're doing the first part of it right. Like in the halfback line, they're doing well because, you know, the likes of Gavin Crowley, Gavin White, and even David Moran when he slots back in there, they're preventing Dublin from kicking points from around those areas. And I think that's why Dublin have only kicked 6 points. But the problem, though, is that Dublin have been able to just play through Kerry. They've been like, when they get beyond that, when they get into like the full-back line, they're creating goal opportunities time and time again. And they could have easily had more goals here. They really could have. Now, Dublin are winning this game. Like, I just can't see how Kerry are going to turn this around here. Like, see, the problem is, like, if Kerry do push up and go toe to toe, they leave the risk that they could be absolutely hammered. But at the same time, this strategy is definitely not working. That's a good point. That's much better from Kerry there, playing it from, you know, when the opportunities present themselves, they need to take them. They really do. And they've just started to come into the game here in the past 4 or 5 minutes. Kerry definitely trying to press up a bit more here, try to win the ball back. That's what they need to do. And they win it back. That's a great turnover. Can they make anything from it? This needs to go over. And it does. That's 2 points back-to-back now for Kerry. Darren Moynihan, it's a very well taken point. Dublin just a little bit sloppy there. Probably the first time in the game Dublin have been a bit sloppy. They've been a bit sloppy in possession. Kerry have just started to turn the tide here now in the last couple of minutes. They're winning a few more kickouts. And they've hit 3 points now in a row. And David Clifford's getting on the score sheet. 3-7 to 12 points. So certainly at the moment, Kerry are coming back into this. Dublin have responded. Tom Lahiff has gone off and Colin Basquel has come on. But yeah, Kerry, I think, have hit 4 or 5 points without reply. Dublin haven't scored there. See that graphic on TG Cahir? 9.5 minutes without a score. Dublin give the ball away straight away there. That's uncharacteristic of Dublin there. Dublin just need to take the sting out of this game now and keep the ball. Dangerous ball there by Fenton. He gets completely caught out. And Kerry work the ball into Sean O'Shea. And then it's into David Clifford who puts it over the bar. Dublin are on the ropes here at the moment. So there we have it, 3-8 to 15. We'll get a score here on the Peter Keane there, laying into his troops to rally here going in the final few minutes. Kerry have done well here in the home stretch, to be fair to them. They've definitely improved as this game has gone on. I think the the substitution of taking David Moran off and bringing Ronan Buckley on has definitely made a big difference there. And it does seem like they've thrown that defensive shape out the window and they've said, you know what, we're just going to go for it. And I think maybe it's after catching Dublin by surprise. And yeah, what do we have there? It's a 1-point game now. Paul Murphy offloads it into Tommy Walsh, and then over the bar from Paul Murphy. Dublin are on the absolute ropes here at the moment. My goodness, I did not see this coming earlier. That's a tough injury there for John Small. Hopefully he's all right. He's very important to Dublin. Like that could be a big injury there. Hamstring injuries are one of them. You don't know what's going to happen. You could be out for a couple of weeks, or you could be out for a couple of months. You know, they're one of them. It's a reoccurring injury. That's tough for Dublin. It's tough for Dublin, like to have that injury. But on comes big Philly Mac here. Philly McMahon coming on. If there's ever a man you wanted to come on for the final 10 minutes of Dublin v Kerry to add a bit of bite, to add a bit of steel, a bit of heart, it would definitely be that man. Too consistently though for Dublin. Oh, there was a high challenge there, and the referee's given the penalty. He's given the penalty here. Con O'Callaghan is down 17 apiece, and this could be the decisive moment now in this game, because Dublin have struggled massively in this second half. And here's a big chance now for Cormac Costello. The pressure was on him last week. He missed 2 penalties. Is he going to miss this one? Absolutely not. Buries it into the roof of the net. Look at that for a finish from Cormac Costello. And just when you thought that Kerry were turning the corner and about to potentially win this game, Cormac Costello has come up trumps there and rifled the ball into the back of the net. And that's 2 goals now in this game for Cormac Costello. Pádraig Farrelly says there, or Farrelly I should say, says Donegal not the only team to concede 4 goals. Kerry have now conceded 4 goals. Both teams' defences are very shaky, Donegal and Kerry. Yeah, both teams are. There's a lot of teams that have defensive problems at the moment. You know, a lot of top teams have defensive problems. Dublin just not, or Kerry just here now, trying to find a way to come back into the game. 4-8 to 18 points. 5 minutes to go here. I mean, who's been the man of the match? Who's been the man of the match? That's the big question, isn't it? Because it's been a game of 2 halves. I mean, I know that's the most cliched answer ever, but it's literally true in this instance. Like, it's literally been a game of 2 halves. It's been, the second half has been completely different to the first half. Is there an opportunity here for Kerry to score a late goal and seal a place in a league semi-final going into injury time? Oh, what a brilliant ball there. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, but Evan Comerford, brilliant stuff there. Wonderful goalkeeping there by Evan Comerford. Came out, got himself in the way. Wonderful play there by Jason Foley getting forward. And then Evan Comerford, look at that. Look at the way he makes himself look very big there. Evan Comerford, the way he just comes out of the square, makes himself as big as he can be, and there's nowhere for Jason Foley to go. But to be fair there for Kerry, like, maybe if someone else had presented themselves there in a better position, he could have played a pass, created another opportunity for a goal. And this is what Dublin do best. Like, this is one of the main kind of attributes that led Dublin to winning as many All-Irelands as they have, because of their ability, in my opinion, in the closing minutes to manage a game. We've seen yesterday, Monaghan couldn't get over the line against Donegal. They struggled massively to manage the game, whereas Dublin here, oh, look at that by Con O'Callaghan. Brilliant point. I would have loved for him to just keep going there and put it in the back of the net, because that would have been a special goal there from Con O'Callaghan. But yeah, for me, Con O'Callaghan, man of the match. I think he's been fantastic in this game. You know, we've seen it. He goes around 2 defenders there, puts it over the bar. He obviously gets a goal, of course, in this game as well. Really well taken goal. And I think his overall contribution as well, I think, has been fantastic for Dublin. Like, Dublin have often floated high balls in there. Kerry are doing one as we speak, and it offloads into Stephen O'Brien. There was a high challenge there by Philly McMahon, and he's given a penalty. He's given the penalty here. Yeah, there's a penalty here anyways, and it's going to be David Clifford. He's going up against Evan Comerford. Does Clifford have the bottle? He does. He buries it. No problem whatsoever. Puts it into the back of the net. And now going into the final minute, it's 4:09 to 1:18. Dublin just going to wait for the perfect opportunity, I think, to present themselves here. Don't think a draw is a bad result for either team. You know, puts them on 3 points. It is just a league game. It isn't, you know, it obviously isn't a championship or anything like that, or a league semi-final. So it's not the end of the world for this to end in a draw. But this would be yet another draw. That would mean the last 3 out of the last 4 times that Dublin have played each other, it's resulted in a draw. And that just shows that there really isn't much to split Dublin and Kerry at the moment. Yeah, the games ended in a draw. In the end, 4-9 to 118. You know, I'm disappointed as a Dublin fan. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think there was an opportunity to really put out a statement there and beat Kerry by like 8 or 9 points and kind of kill the hype a bit. Really kill the hype, kill the momentum. Kerry were struggling definitely at the very beginning of the second half. Dublin were dictating the play. They were slowing the game down. Kerry were dropping very, very deep. But definitely as the game went on, Kerry grew more and more into the game. They got more forward, created more opportunities, more chances. And yeah, the second half was, Dubs fan says the second half was embarrassing from Dublin. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. I really don't know what happened. It just seemed like complacency, because we know they have the ability. We know they have the talent there. They've done it a million times before. It just seemed that Kerry pressed up, and some of the substitutions, like Ronan Buckley coming on for David Moran, who was definitely struggling, just added a bit more bite in the midfield. He started winning more ball. And yeah, in the end, a big win, or a big, an interesting draw in the end. Best game of the weekend, Dublin v Kerry. Yeah, I don't know. I still think the Donegal Monaghan game was better. Down to win next. 4-9 to 118. Like, very close. Very close indeed. Yeah, cheers anyway, lads, to anyone who tuned in. Dylan Duffy says, best game. What game? I knew it would be a draw. Yeah, 100%. It was a great game. Great stuff. Great stuff. And yeah, cheers, lads, anyway, for anyone that tuned in. I'm going to film the match reaction now, so that'll be out in about half an hour. Yeah, in the end, I suppose Conor O'Callaghan, man of the match, I think, for me. He was fantastic from a Dublin point of view. From a Kerry point of view, you know, Darragh Moynihan maybe as man of the match. I thought he was brilliant. And yeah, in the end, you know, a draw, and you can see the Kerry lads there gathering around in a huddle. They've definitely shown they have the potential there in that second half performance. But yeah, in the end, the draw. Cheers anyone who tuned in. The match reaction will be out in about half an hour. I'll be doing a reaction to the Limerick Waterford hurling game as well, and plenty more videos to come. So yeah, lads, cheers for tuning in. I'll talk to you later.